Hey, Jim, this is Dante. It's Thursday. I'm sure you know the date a little better than I do, but I want to send the newest edition of the video. First off, congratulations. I know today is your anniversary, and congratulations on all the many years of marriage and many more hopes to you. I am, as you know, back from my rather unexpected trip to Detroit. Things are actually pretty well. My grandmother seems to be doing pretty well, and my other grandmother is getting treated for her conditions, and things are doing okay out there, a little better than I hoped. We'll see how well things last out there. Um, Want to go to happier topics, obviously. One of the things I've been thinking about lately, in out here in Seattle, down in Tacoma, which is the city just south of Seattle, there's the Northwest Pinball Convention, and it's a huge hall, and they just filled up with old pinball machines, old video games. Everything's set on free play, so you can just go in and play your heart out. And I'll tell you, I do love a good old silver ball. It's something that I don't think they've ever done a really good job. Pinball FX does a pretty good job simulating it, but there is just something unmistakable about having a pinball table and being able to play it. Oh, Blood and Ashes, you asked 20 questions and I don't remember what it was. I guess I'll have to get to that one next week. My apologies. And yes, I'm a little distracted today. What do you know? Um, anyway, I was thinking about the arcade, and I was thinking about there's something there's actually a social aspect to the arcades that we've lost. I remember going to the arcade. I think it was over on 14 in John. Yeah, was it 14? No, it was 14 Van Dyke. And we would go in there with a pocket full of quarters and just play like the X-Men six-player game for hours. Or I remember that's where Captain Commando was, and a good friend of mine used to play Street Fighter 2 for hours. And there was the aspect in those arcades where you could walk up to people and say, "Mind if I join you?" And you could tell them, "No, I'm playing myself," or "Yeah, go ahead and come on along." And that aspect, I love online gaming. I like that aspect and things like that. But I think there is a certain politeness, a certain courtesy that we developed back in those days that is kind of lost today. You don't always just walk up and plunk a quarter in. You look at today's Call of Duty and things like that. And, you play those. If you're a jerk, people don't play with you anymore. If you're at the arcade and you were a jerk, everybody knows who you were, and you know what? They're not going to let you play anymore. They're going to ask you not to join their game. Where you look at, I'm not picking on Call of Duty. It's just I'm picking on kind of the modern way of playing, and there's a large community out there that's very respectful. They'll say, "Hey, great game." I used to play a lot of Rainbow Six, and I had a lot of people who complimented me, or, "Hey, watch out, here's somebody coming." And there was a teamwork aspect to it, but there's also a side that's just they're going to tell you how bad you were. They're going to badmouth you. They're going to use language that you certainly wouldn't want to use around younger folks or your grandmother. There's a social aspect that the anonymity of the arcade, the anonymity of the internet gives. And yeah, I know. I think it was either Penny Arcade or the Oatmeal who's like, anonymity plus arcade equals jerk. Or I'm sure they use stronger language than that, but it's something I think about sometimes, and how there is something fun. My wife, my son, Louise and Ray, and I will play Terraria, and we'll power up Skype, and everybody has a good time. And then my friend Julianne wanted to join, so we looped her in, and then her husband wanted to join. We brought him in, and a lot of us we had a really good time with the social aspects. And it's a shame that it's not the environment like the old arcades that we used to have, where people recognize that if you're a jerk, nobody wants to play with you, and you end up going home doing nothing. So you should be polite. And when you're doing it with friends, it's not a problem. But it's too bad that there's not more people that you could just invite to whatever and have some confidence that they're gonna, be adult, have a good time with it. That's one of the reasons why I don't play so many competitive games anymore, because people take it too seriously. Perhaps they're being too Haiti, huh? Anyway, not a whole lot more to report this week. I will look up your 20 questions, and maybe this weekend I'll do an extra video answering the 20 questions. I feel bad I forgot on this one, but thanks again for getting together with us while we were in Detroit. It was a lot of fun having dinner with you and Shannon, and hope everything's going well out there. Enjoy your anniversary, and I will talk to you later. Take it easy, man.